I need to not look up and see the screen, and I'll be a lot happier for this event. Good afternoon, Cs. It's a warm welcome to the 2024 graduates of Cs and Program in the Environment, families, friends, staff, and faculty colleagues. Please be seated. My name is Sarah Soderstrom. I'm the director of the Program in the Environment and an associate professor in organizational studies. Thanks so much for joining us on this very special day. I would like to start by acknowledging that the University of Michigan was founded on land ceded by the Council of the Three Fates, who are also known as the Anishinaabe. The Anishinaabe stewarded and cared for this land for hundreds of years prior to the arrival and occupation of colonizers. We are privileged to be working on and benefiting from this land. We readily acknowledge that this land, like much throughout the continent, was not ceded peacefully, but rather under the threat and action of genocide, violence, and theft. These actions were taken to benefit the colonial powers and have left a disturbing legacy in their wake. These words will never undo history. We must continue to do the work We all recognize the disruption that is happening and recognize that there are many of these issues that we will continue to grapple with. We must continue to do the work, and we are committed to doing that in Cs and PitE. Whether it be through our partnership with the Mathai Botanical Gardens, where we are partnering with the College of Menominee Nation to become a hub of the National Science Foundation Center for Braiding Indigenous Knowledges and Science, or working with the Cs Global Center for Understanding Climate Change Impacts on Transboundary Waters, which will initially focus on climate change adaptation in the Great Lakes region with an emphasis on Indigenous communities. We are privileged to participate in this important work to help create a more just and sustainable world for all, and we recognize there is much work that remains to be done. Today, we are very proud of all of our guests of honor, the graduates. I also want to give a special thanks to the families and friends here today. Every semester in class, I ask students to share who they are grateful for and why, and it is always a highlight for me to read so many reflections about all of you and the support that you provide them that got them here. Without your support, these graduates would not have reached this milestone, and we want to take a moment to celebrate you as well. Graduates, I ask if you could please stand, turn, point to your people in the audience, and applause those who have supported you in this journey. Thank you. Graduates, it has been an honor and a privilege to work with so many of you. You were admitted to the programs here at Michigan because we believed in you then, and we believe in you now more than ever. You have accomplished so much in your time at Michigan. The impact you have had while at Michigan will continue to live on, and we look forward to seeing the impact you have as alumni. We've also had a lot of fun around the way. Our Cs students had a great time kicking off at the biostation, came together amidst some music and some incredible gingerbread construction at our solstice celebration in December, and recently celebrated each other's work through impactful capstone projects and presentations. Many of our PitE students started their first year mostly remote classes after having their high school senior years and graduations halted due to COVID. I know there are many of you that I first met in class on Zoom as those nice little, often just your name boxes, and it's been lovely to meet you in person as we've moved through this path. And this year, in a flip, we had our first day of class with no internet at all. I loved watching how our incredible staff, students, and faculty worked together that day, problem solving, teamwork, and a focus on our shared mission. It has truly been my honor to see your growth, from your group projects that move our campus to greater sustainability, to research that contributes to conservation efforts, to advocacy that protects our Great Lakes and more, your work in and out of the classroom is leaving a positive impact on all of us. And we've built a strong community. This was my first year serving as PitE director, and it's been a joy to see so many of you together across Cs and PitE. Walking through the Commons and the Student Center always energizes me. You may have been slogging, maybe not as happily, through a group assignment, supporting each other during a next-gen lunch, smiling for the camera at Sustainable, grabbing a pizza with the profs, or working together to apply what you learned in the classroom to make our campus better. Throughout, you were learning from, inspiring, and supporting each other. You'll leave here with lifelong memories and friends. But they are more than friends. Graduates, as you look to your right, yes, there we go, a great look to the right, a look to your left, right? You are surrounded by a network of classmates who will continue to support you throughout your career. Much of my research focuses on how leaders for sustainability catalyze change. And one consistent finding, it is hard. You will fail, you will struggle, it can be exhausting, but networks like your classmates can be like a booster shot of energy and motivation, learning and support. Remember to cultivate these relationships and this community that your time at Michigan has built as a foundation. I want to speak about the moment our community is in as we work together for the future of our planet and of humanity. Today, our world faces many challenges, and let's take a moment to recognize that. I've talked to many students and colleagues, and this is a really tough time where it can feel difficult to be celebratory when so many in the world are suffering, particularly as it relates to the conflict in Israel and Gaza. We are seeing the impacts of that and student activism. We are seeing the student activism reverberating across the country. Throughout the history of U of M, student protests and activism have demonstrated the importance of standing up for what we believe in, and activism has always had an important role in the school and the fight for environmental justice. We may not always agree. In fact, our strength often comes from disagreement and creating space for ideas and expression. Our dialogue around injustice today moves us towards actions that can make our future better. And while we have differences, we are also united in our shared vision, values, and mission of building a more just and sustainable future. And I want to take a minute and ask you to imagine that. One of my favorite definitions of sustainability is by John Ehrenfeld, says sustainability is the possibility that humans and other life will flourish on Earth. Imagine what that looks like, how people's lives would be. Consider the hope that comes not just from sustaining, but from flourishing a more just and sustainable future. And consider what actions you've taken and can continue to take towards building that future. We're all the architects of that new tomorrow, and our collective efforts will move us towards that future. Again, I am proud of all you have done thus far and hopeful for what you do next. You have shown ingenuity, passion, insight, and grit. You have shown perseverance and resilience in times of challenge. Your ability to adapt and to transform the challenges of today into hope and opportunity for tomorrow will give you the power to make a difference, a real difference. As advocates for social justice and our planet, there is collective strength in our power when we stand up for change together. And as you go forward to meet the future, we hope you will inspire others to join you in doing the best they can to create a more just and sustainable future. You're off to a good start. Throughout your time at Cs and PitE, you've inspired those of us who have worked with you, and you can continue to count on our support long after you leave Ann Arbor. We are proud of all you've already done and look forward to seeing what you accomplish next. And today, you officially join the largest alumni network of any environmental school in the country, and you'll always be a part of our C's and PitE family. Congratulations again on reaching the milestone of graduation, and go Blue. And now I am thrilled to introduce our undergraduate student speaker, Lexi Bandy. I had the honor to see her and her team present one of their final projects last week, and it encapsulated the, I think, joy and focus and creativity and innovation of our students. Lexi is graduating with a specialization in environmental policy and sustainable business and a minor in earth science. Her passions evolve around sustainable business and environmental activism. Lexi is a first-generation college student and a transfer student. In her 2 years at U of M, she's dove right in. She's worked in the lab of Associate Professor Krista Roll-Wigington in Civil and Environmental Engineering, where she researched the source and fate of contaminants in water systems. She is also a member of Theta Alpha Psi, a fraternal organization that focuses on sustainability. After graduation, Lexi is encapsulating the idea of you're always a Wolverine and continuing to stay to pursue a master's degree in management at U of M Ross School of Business. Please welcome Lexi Bandy.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Soderstrom. Hello, class of 2024. My name is Lexi Bandy. I am a first-generation transfer student hailing from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Growing up, I always knew I wanted to come to the University of Michigan and enter the world of environmental activism. As a 4-year-old, I would watch the news with my Nana and tell her about how I wanted to help the environment. Specifically, the Detroit Zoo animals, but as a young kid, this was my first glimpse into the world of environmentalism. Fast forward to 2022, I transferred to the University of Michigan and right away joined one of the university's 2 sustainability fraternities on campus. Shout out to Theta Alpha Psi. My passion was in the intersection of sustainability and activism within the business world, but I was convinced that this was not possible. That is, until I was introduced to Program in the Environment, or PitE. What is PitE? How could this fit my eagerness to learn about sustainability and all the branches attached? I soon learned in my second week here at Michigan that Program in the Environment is so unique in that you can build your education around your curiosities for environmental studies. As someone with so many passions revolving around sustainability, PitE provided me with an opportunity to explore my interests, and this is what made it so special to me. PitE also brought to me what I'm sure it has brought to many of you: a community passionate about creating positive environmental and social change in the world through a wide variety of different lenses, whether that be environmental science, justice, business, or activism. My first impression in PitE is that it was too good to be true. A community like this only existed in my head. Once introduced to this major, I knew I found the right place for me at Michigan. Over my 2 years here, I have never felt as welcomed anywhere else on campus as I have while stepping through the doors of Dana. From studying on the 4th floor PitE study spot to hanging out with friends for hours in the lobby or hammocking on the trees outside of the Dana in the spring, this building has provided me a home within a home, a safe space within a larger university, and transferring here as a first-generation community college student was terrifying to say the least. But I am so beyond grateful for this school and the community for creating a space that has taken me in with open arms. PitE is much more than a major. We are people who strive for excellence, are driven to manifest change, and forge our own path in a rapidly evolving field. My fellow graduates of 2024, sit back and think about your first day at this university. Recall the uncertainty we faced, the groups we didn't know we would find, the friendships we weren't sure we would hold, and the unique opportunities that awaited us. And now look at us, and how far we have come. After passing through this unique program, I am so grateful for the lifelong friends, knowledge, and home I have received here at Program in the Environment, a place we can always call home. This place is filled with an alumni network of environmentally conscious global citizens who believe in making a difference and use their privilege and knowledge to stand up for the environment. To the faculty, thank you for providing a safe space to ask questions, take risks, and learn in a unique space. Thank you for educating us on important concepts that now lead us to a roadmap of endless possibilities and opportunities. For friends and family in the audience, as you watch your loved one walk across the stage, recall what they devote their life to, striving for environmental and social sustainability. As you see the excitement in their eyes, think about what drives all of us graduates and how you can take part in that drive towards a more environmentally conscientious world. As Robert Swan once said, the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. Be part of the change and join your loved ones in their actions to help the planet. And finally, to the class of 2024, thank you for your strength and standing up for what you believe in. As we enter the workforce and grow together and apart in our career and personal lives, don't forget about this place where your seed was initially planted. Don't forget what we have been taught here at PitE, that learning is a lifelong journey. Remember how you feel as you sit here with pride. Some of you the first to graduate in the family, some of you about to enter a master's program, and some of us entering the workforce and more. But one thing we all share, the fulfillment and joy to be part of this community and program in the environment. Congratulations, class of 2024, and go blue.
Thank you, Lexi. And now I'd like to introduce our graduate student speaker, Maddie Parrish. Maddie is graduate, okay, yes, we can do a quick beat me to the applause. Maddie is graduating with dual Masters of Science and Masters of Business Administration degrees, and her father, Jim Parrish, is a 1979 C's graduate, so maize and blue runs deep. As an undergraduate, Maddie studied economics and communication studies at Davidson College in North Carolina, graduating in 2013. During her 10-year career in the global packaging industry before graduate school, Maddie experienced firsthand the difficult challenges global brands face to reach their sustainability goals. She came to C's with a deep passion for exploring the meeting point of international business, environmental sustainability, and brand management, seeking to learn strategies for influencing sustainable consumer behavior change. At C's, Maddie specialized in behavior, education, and communication, BECC, and was a BECC track leader. She also served on the C's Career Student Advisory Board, was a first-year representative on the C's Student Government Team, and was actively involved in the Herb Institute student community, serving as a 3-time Herb Student Advisory Board member. In addition, Maddie was a teaching assistant for the Management as a Calling program, where she explored her true calling in life and helped numerous classmates on their individual purpose journeys. Maddie also explored her passion for international ecotourism when she completed her C's Master's project, Trails of History and Nature, developing ecological and cultural materials for an ecotourism network in the Aegean Islands of Naxos. As a Dow Sustainability Fellow, she supported a strategic project for the Nature Conservancy and led an interdisciplinary U of M student team. After graduation, Maddie will join Nestle USA as a marketing associate focused on global brand management, strategy, and sustainability integration. Please welcome Maddie Parrish.
Thank you so much, Professor Soderstrom. Hello, class of 2024, and congratulations! Yeah, woo! My name is Maddie Parrish, and I am a third-year dual degree graduate student here at C's and the Ross School of Business within the Herb Institute. I'm also a Michigander from Battle Creek, Michigan, and I'm so excited to talk with you all today. As a member of this year's C's graduating class, a former first-year representative for student government and member of the C's Career Student Advisory Board, and a former BECC track leader, I am honored to have this opportunity to speak with you all today and to celebrate our accomplishments. Those of us who chose C's as our educational and career path have three things in common. One, we care deeply about the planet on which we live, its health and its protection. We hold an abundance of passion for solving and at least minimizing the environmental and sustainability challenges currently facing all of us. And we have been blessed with an exceptional level of persistence in pursuing our goals and overcoming any adversity that faces our way. So remember those three P's: planet, passion, and persistence, as those are clearly our core attributes. Over these past 2 years, we have shared many amazing experiences together. Who can forget orientation and the scavenger hunts throughout Ann Arbor and at the Arboretum? Or maybe it was your first journey to the biostation for an exploratory outdoor environmental adventure. Then came our first C's graduate school class, and for many, our first time in the Dana building. Bright-eyed and eager to learn, we embraced our environmental education and gladly stepped outside of our comfort zones. Many of us would brave the exhilarating experience of wearing waders and exploring the Huron River in Professor Sheila Schuler's core ecology class. You can give it up for Sheila. Some of us would debate environmental justice and politics in Professor Kyle White's Indigenous Rights and Sustainability course. And as a Native American student, go Kyle. As a Native American student, this is a really great course. Or some of us would calculate the economic impact of a carbon tax in Professor Michael Moore's Environmental Economics course. Woo, Professor Moore. To all my BECC guys and gals, others would discuss consumer behavior, habit change, and environmental psychology over tea with Dr. Ray DeYoung, or dive deep into the needed actions of landscape architecture with Dr. Stan Jones and learn how this creative discipline could help us achieve beneficial aesthetic and environmental outcomes while ensuring sustainability by actively designing our communities and farmlands to remove pollutants from our surroundings. And those of us who realized that you should never graduate from C's without truly getting your hands dirty, jumped into our earthen pits and learned of the various soil horizons in soil ecology, or measured and quantified the energy impact of solar panels on our building infrastructure in industrial ecology, or studied endlessly to identify all of the 10,000 species of flora in woody plants. It's a really tough one. This is a class that my father, a 1979 graduate of the School of Natural Resources, sitting just up there, recommends to everyone as the most important class at C's, so hope you took that one. Our academic journeys continued with the start of our master's projects, the capstone experience to a C's education. Teaching us the skills of project management, team communication, and creative and bold leadership, our master's projects gave us professional and personal skills for the future. They mentally stretched us in a way that gave us more perspective and appreciation of the ideas of others, pushed us to think critically and problem solve in the moment, and encouraged us to explore all of our environmental interests and dreams thoroughly. For many of us, these projects took us around the world. Some of us, such as myself, hiked mountains and ancient trails in Greece and Ecuador. Some of us worked tirelessly to reintroduce once native species into the Alaskan habitat. And some of us stayed closer to home and supported large corporations like Meyer and Steelcase with their corporate sustainability initiatives, or helped a local business design and build productive, ecologically responsible farmlands. Whichever specialization and distinct pathway that you chose, I am positive that your academic experience at C's has been nothing short of amazing. Our professors are world-renowned, and for good reason. Our staff has been nothing short of amazing, and they provide incredible support whenever asked. And our classmates, each and every one of you, brought and injected advice, guidance, and support from extremely impressive backgrounds and inherent knowledge. Outside of the classroom, we've also experienced many SEAS social events. These included nights getting to know each other while contributing to enlightening conversations around the SEAS campfire, or enjoying the ecotones at the annual winter solstice celebration, or dancing and partying the night away at our yearly Sustainable, which was just last week. We have also grown from participating in professional learning opportunities such as the SEAS career sessions, alumni webinars, and company overviews. We watched the tulips bloom in the Arboretum, we biked the Border to Border Trail, and even hiked Bird Hills Trail in the snow. We've even witnessed the first years of leadership under a new university president. And regardless if you physically attended or not, all of us were a part of the athletic maize and blue delights of the University of Michigan. There were packed and victorious football games at the Big House and a national championship, go blue, thrilling ice hockey wins at Yost Arena, men's and women's victories in basketball and gymnastics here in this very spot in the Chrysler Center, and much, much more. So where do we go from here? All of us know how difficult it was to be accepted into this prestigious graduate program. And we can also clearly remember the amount of hard work and hundreds of study sessions and painful exams, and those too many all-nighters finishing all of those papers and problem sets that it took to survive and excel through these past 2 or 3 years. I would like to be able to say that it's all downhill from here, but I am fearful that we will always be constantly pedaling as environmental advocates. Many of us will enter environmental professions and careers in an ever-changing regulatory landscape that leaves things like progress and success uncertain, maybe even undefinable, or worse yet, unattainable. The only certain aspect of our future is that it will be challenging. The major lesson that I have learned from my SEAS education is that pursuing and integrating any environmentally based initiative into today's social and political world, be it energy-related or involving wildlife, geology-related or landscape, or nonprofit and sustainability-based, will be extremely difficult. We will always be confronted by those who minimalize or trivialize the importance of the environment, or from those whose educational focus and viewpoint is not the same as ours. I once shared my concerns about the uncertainty of my environmental professional future with one of my most favorite professors at SEAS, Dr. Andrew Hoffman. During this particular conversation, I was lamenting about what potentially laid ahead in my future as a tempered environmental radical trying to succeed in the corporate world, and how I knew that it would be challenging and, like Professor Soderstrom said, most likely exhausting. His guidance to me was simple and painfully to the point. He said, "Maddie, if you don't do it, who will? The planet needs you." Each of you is equipped with the knowledge, skills, and foresight needed to take on the greatest environmental challenges of our generation and to succeed. You are now SEAS graduates and distinguished alumni of a long and historic line of sustainability warriors. So simply remember our 3 Ps: our planet, our passion, and our persistence. Wherever your future professional journeys take you, go there with a true passion in your heart. Now go out and leave a positive mark on this world that is distinctly your own. You have earned it. Congratulations, class of 24, forever and always, go blue! Thank you, guys. I'm very proud of you all. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce our commencement keynote speaker, fellow alum Jose Gonzalez. Woo! Jose is the founder of Latino Outdoors and the co-founder of the Outdoorist Oath, along with a former partner of the Avarna Group. He is a professional educator with training in the fields of education and conservation while engaging in different artistic endeavors with art and messaging, often exploring the intersection of the environment and culture. As a partner in the Avarna Group and through his own consulting, his work focused on equity and inclusion frameworks and practices in the environmental, outdoor, and conservation fields. Jose currently serves as the inaugural equity officer for the East Bay Regional Park District in California's San Francisco Bay Area. He is also an illustrator and science communicator. He serves on the boards for Parks California and Resource Media, along with being a commissioner for the California Boating and Waterways Commission. Jose received his BA from the University of California, Davis, and his master's degree from SEAS in 2009. His teaching coursework was at the Bilingual Multicultural Education Department at Sacramento State University. Please join me in welcoming Jose Gonzalez.
Gracias, thank you. Unfortunately, yeah, it is going to be tough, and the emotional labor you're going to put in is going to be a lot. But I'm going to get to that. First of all, good to see you all. I really want to say saludos to all the familias that are here. You're coming in with all this orgullo and pride. It's bien merecido. And I'm grateful to be here with you all and kind of share this time and space with you. It's all right, yeah, you own the applause. You deserve it. Now, I actually had the privilege and opportunity to be the student commencement speaker too when I graduated here. And one of the key messages I had back then was, be the tea. And the idea was that, let's say you had a potato, you had an egg and some tea leaves, and then you kind of put them each separately into boiling water. The potato would soften, the egg would harden, and the boiling water represented life's adversity. So the question would be like, hey, are you going to soften like the potato? Are you going to harden like the egg? Or can you be the tea and in the hot water change the very adversity in which you're steeped in? Now, I still find that helpful, and I've been steeping these past few years, as I'm sure we'll all have in our many ways, and you will continue to steep some more. And through that, I have a little bit more to share in how I kind of orient myself in all this work and the full spectrum that includes joy, abundance, as well as adversity, grief, and so much that life has offered. And I was thinking, I feel like my list could probably be super long and just put everything in there, pack it in, that includes like the GEMES principles for democratic organizing, the principles of environmental justice, right? The 4 agreements, principles of zapatismo, like I got my list. I also know I don't have all the time. And you can read some of the stuff that I have online as well. So I really want to go ahead and kind of like offer these pithy invitations, orientations, provocations, and appreciations that are emergent from my mentorship with the land. And as I went back and forth in terms of how to approach this, I also found it helpful to kind of see what advice I've written for myself these past few years and what has emerged from that. So know that I offer this not just, and here it is for you, but how did I challenge myself with this as well? Now, first, in my opinion, you, all of you, by the very nature of your discipline here at this school, are integral to a world that needs healing. A world that is suffering, both in our social and ecological landscapes. And yes, we're still going to need artists, chefs, doctors, and arguably even lawyers and administrators. But I think you are the radical and revolutionary solutionaries that we need at a time when so many of our harmful past practices have caught up to us and are now compounded by broken cycles. For example, climate change. So let me start there. Radical and revolutionary. So the root of the word radical is root, la raíz. And rather than treating it like some extreme outlier, some outside agitator, I see it as being right here at the root of what we do. Grounded here in what is essential to create a better world. And in the etymology of revolutionary is revolutions, cycles. And I think about how this thriving planet is rooted in regenerative cycles and what happens when we disrupt them. Climate change being one of those inescapable examples of human disruption of the carbon cycle. Now, of course, there's more complexity and nuance in that, and that's why we have courses like that that give you all of that. But again, I'm inviting you into the vision because when we are challenged, when it gets tough, when that hot water is boiling, that is the time to see what values we have rooted ourselves in and to notice what regenerative cycles we have severed ourselves from, both in the social and the ecological. And so I ask myself, how can I be complicit in regenerative cycles rather than complicit in destroying them or in destructive ones? It's a practice. Now in that you will also wield the power of the seed, which has come up. El poder de la semilla. You will be called to action. You have been called to action. And the moments where you need to be bold and take a radical step. Radical as in R-A-D-I-C-L-E, for the ecological pun there. So that's the primary root. The radical of the seed is the primary root that assesses the conditions, refers to its programming, and moves with the courage and imperative necessary for that first root and shoot, guided to light and nurturing, especially in moments where you find yourself in the dark, buried. So how can you be una semilla guiada por la luz? And for many of you here, it's probably like leaving this place, taking your next steps, and continuing to manifest your potential. What is that apical meristem growing forth? And then of the ways that we relate to each other, here's how the language of ecology has been in service to me, both in social justice and vice versa. Few examples. One is how from the river, and thinking about river thinking and river being, I've received the blessing of flow that is not linear. Its sinuous emergence is the balance and interplay of divergence and convergence, of engaging in the difference and connecting in commonality. It's a call to hold space for that difference with the reminder of what we hold in common, what connects a community that can thrive in diversity. We often say that a lot. Because I sometimes think, how many of us here is going to go to a forest and say, ooh, that's a beautiful monoculture of a forest? Arguably not, unless you have different plans for that forest. And so we know the value of biodiversity, and so our social diversity holds the same strength and thrivability when we value it, when we nourish it, when we act on it, and when we protect it. And the river also reminds me that it is not served by a channelized process, that our individual and collective paths are more braided rivers than rigid pipelines. Yeah, pipelines have a thing. And so remember that, though, for your career path as well. Because a lot of times we love to talk about career pipelines. I'm like, not quite how it works. And I certainly am an example of that. I can already imagine Professor Steve Yaffe and Julia Wanderlich nodding their heads, yeah. He was like this. And from fire comes the gift of creation, of sacredness and destruction. It reminds me that if we myopically suppress it to the neglect of its multiple roles, that we only increase its destructive intensity and reducing the potential of healthy succession. Now, our current status of wildfires out in California and other parts of the West, where I currently live, have been one clear example of that. And we've been learning, relearning, unlearning, reconnecting to ancestral wisdom, and really been called to kind of think about the ancestral value and role of something like prescribed burning as a cultural, as a sacred practice, but also as an ecological practice. And so it leads me to ask, what prescribed burning is needed in our relational spaces? And what is the responsibility of being a good fire tender? What do we suppress in ways that set up a fire load that we cannot be surprised when the spark goes off? And what have we inherited that no longer serves us? So what must burn so that more can grow? And especially in fire-adapted ecosystems, how do we set up healthy succession of thrivability beyond just burning it all down? And lastly on this piece from the ecotone. So on the ecotone, I lead into the value of the edge effect and how it invites us to reflect what types of borders and boundaries we set up in our human systems. As humans, we can create some very damaging bifurcated boundaries, border walls, and forget that nature offers us additional opportunities to see boundaries for abundance. That with our differences, the zone between the habitat of you and the habitat of me can be an ecotone of abundance and creativity. And the margins hold strength and a connection to networks beyond our own. Las fronteras son para nuestras abundancias, no para el miedo de nuestras diferencias. And so I lay on this to how we're engaging in systemic change in ways that call for us to engage in explicit structural changes and semi-explicit relational changes and in implicit mind shifts. Now, it all counts as we both envision and create a future beyond just perpetuating the red-line realities we've inherited. And do we do this by investing in life-affirming systems and logic just as much as we respond to the oppressive and harmful ones that rely on a mechanistic reductionist logic that finds itself in so many of our relations? So, a little clever example. What changes when instead of saying, your team is functioning like a well-oiled machine, to instead we say, your team is functioning like a well-nurtured meadow? Does that sound odd? And if so, why? Why would the machine sound any better? Because what are the values and logic we are interrogating and inviting? Of how we relate to each other, what we produce, what leadership looks like, and so on. And so I'd like to venture that few of us, once again here, would go to a thriving meadow and admonish it for being inefficient. It's like, I need you to meadow better, especially again at this school. And I think those are just some of the examples of the power that you all wield as you're going to go into all of these spaces and roles of leaderships and relationships. And shared power that grows from our differences and complicities in a world better for all, while noting that this comes with discomfort, a lot of discomfort. And yet discomfort can be a source of learning and growth, to do better, to understand tension and address conflict with intention, to be responsible fire tenders with our prescribed burning, because there will continue to be that which seeks to break us. And so it's an invitation for how do we break together rather than break apart. And hence why I also want to acknowledge that this is not also a pitch of Pollyannish simplicity, because I can hear Professor DeYoung, his words ringing like that. It all sounds good. The doing is hard. If we seek transformation, it is as much a messy process as a wondrous one. As the butterfly shows us in Metamorphosis, we love using the butterfly as an example of metamorphosis. Structural change is necessary for the next steps, but it's a reminder that the old dies in liquefaction for the building of the new. Thus, some things do not continue, and yet, as in nature, nothing is wasted. And so in this chrysalis of space, both here but also the spaces you're going to be in relationship with each other, I often ask, how can we lean into those imaginal selves during this transformation? An invitation to dream, envision, act, do, and transform, and to take flight into what is possible, while still asking, what are we retaining in those imaginal selves? There's another ecological pun for you. And so what is possible? And how do we manifest that into actuality as a shared reality? And so from the immediate of you leaving this school to the larger call to create a better world. Because I still remember what it was like to be sitting in one of those chairs. What happens now? All the above. Now, of course, we're not butterflies. And still there is a danger, one danger has been in amplifying and accelerating that disconnection from nature. How can we be a part of nature rather than apart from nature? In that reconnection, it is also not an invitation to deny the magic of our intersectional humanity. For as much as we've wielded our capacity and power to shape our world in ways that have harmed us, we can do the same to reshape it in ways that can heal us, to create the environments that bring out the best in us rather than the worst of us. There's the Kaplans, also in my voice. And just as we have become the species that is culpable, we also have the reminder and power of interdependent responsibility of that restorative reciprocity. It is what our human and non-human kin are waiting us, have been waiting for us, both at this moment and beyond. And so our ecological and social spaces, our natural and human places, you are the leadership. That comes up a lot. You think there's somebody else in another room making those decisions. You're going to be in that room. You are the leadership. And speaking for myself, and I hope others here, at least I see the bigger picture of what you're all a crucial part of. I see the better world that you're here to make. I've been seeing the world for these past few years. And how you can encapsulate the potential of the seed, how you'll be able to think and be like a river, how you're going to create like fire, and more. You will thrive as your holistic ecological selves in relationships to others, if you choose to. To get to my closing here, I'm going to quote Dolores Huerta and add to it. She has the expression, sí se puede. Yes, we can. And we often I add the part that she also does well, pero hazlo. Sí se puede, pero hazlo. Because if it's meant to be, it's up to we. And while I did mention, obviously, some professors, they all made an impact. So Dr. Sint as well, and of course, Dr. Paul Bunyan-Bryan, rest in power. And so I'm going to leave you with these words that I keep returning to. They keep inviting and challenging me, especially as I really think about what does it mean to have a deep accountability for the world and a deep accountability for self. And what does it mean to value the fluidity in oneself and with others and be wary of defaulting to binary expectations. So this is from the book, Joyful Militancy, Building Thriving Resistance in Toxic Times. We can't all be friends, and some forms of life will never be compatible. This is the ethical basis of the logic of affinity as well. It can never be a totally inclusive come one, come all process, because this would mean welcoming the worst of empire and all of its toxic ways of relating. Some differences might mean that people cannot work together. Maybe. Differences might also signal potential practices, orientations, and priorities that are resonant and complementary without being the same. Differences might then become starting points for new complicities and the growth of shared power. If relationships are what compose the world and what shape our desires, values, and capacities, then freedom is the capacity to participate more actively in this process of composition, Friendship and resistance are interconnected. When we are supported, we are more willing to confront that which threatens to destroy our worlds. Friendship and affinity are not things, but processes and open questions, which produce partial responses, further questions, flashes of certainty and confidence, but never definitive answers. So with that, I just want to say good luck to you all. It's not that you need it, but you will be it. You are amazing graduates. Pa' adelante, siempre pa' adelante. Y para que no se me enojen, go blue and be green.
Thank you very much, Jose. I've actually never heard that before, go blue and be green. That's so cute. So I'm Pam Jagger. I'm a professor here at SEAS, and I have the very distinct pleasure of directing the PhD or the doctoral program, as we refer to it. We have a reasonable number of PhD or doctoral students here within the School for Environment and Sustainability. And this year we're celebrating the graduation of 6 of them, 3 of which are here today. A doctoral program at the University of Michigan, this is the highest degree that we confer, and it is a really challenging process to go through. It takes 5 or 6 years, and it requires extreme focus and dedication to a very specific topic. The students that we're celebrating today have had the extra challenge of navigating the early part of their time here at the University of Michigan during the pandemic. You know, this process has a lot of ups and downs, and they really were challenged in the early part of their time here, but they have triumphed, and we are here to celebrate them today. So we'll invite them up to this stage. I'm going to read their names and the titles of their doctoral dissertations so that you can get a little bit of a sense of the flavor of the type of work that is going on at that level in our school. These are the future researchers, thought leaders of our field and of our time. So we celebrate them tremendously. So come ahead. First we have Lais Petri. Thank you, Lais. Bravo. So then you pass here, okay. Lais's dissertation is titled Plant Invasion in Forests, Understories, a Native Community Perspective and Implications for Management. Next we have Jess Lasov Santos. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Deb. Jess's dissertation is titled Supporting Community and Psychological Resilience to the Climate Crisis. And Carissa Knox. Thank you. Great. Carissa's dissertation is titled Using Participatory Modeling to Understand and Manage Complex Adaptive Systems. We have 3 other students, as I mentioned, that are not here with us today. I just want to name them to acknowledge them, and I invite you to have a look at page 9 of your program so that you can see what they've been working on. Jake Hawes, John O'Morris, and Etienne Sutton. Okay, and now I'd like to introduce my colleague, Paige Fisher, who's going to read the BECC specialization names.
Thank you very much, Pam. I'm here representing the specialization of behavior, education, and communication. Our first recipient Maddie Parrish. Congratulations. Naomi Cutler. Ali Sung Jurassic. Francesca Levithan. Dana Pluhoff. Emma Fagan. Ginger Harris. Rachel Fink. Diana Martinez. Taylor Valentine. Shinwan Chi. Che. Yi. Weihan Dai. Catherine Plax. Jill Danis. And finally, Christian Warner.
For those of you in ESM, I'm not Jennifer Blesh, as we all know. She would love to have been here, but unfortunately could not, so I have the great pleasure. My name is Michaela Zint. I'm the Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, to introduce you all. For ESM, Ecosystem Science and Management. Cassandra McHugh. Bailey Knock. Maya Morgan. Amelia Shokui. Evan Hill. Nivedita Amaral. Brittany. Oh, Brittany. Oh my, it's okay, it's okay. Brittany, I'm so sorry. I was so sure. Brittany Amaral. Jenna Nutter. Kayla Pringle. Catherine Leeson. Catherine Garrity. Now it's Nivedita. Yes. Nivedita Biswal. Grant Sprague. Dongchen Lang.
Yeah.
Meng Shuao Zhang. Daniel McConnell. Ilse Hassler. Lauren Bennett. Andrea Bierman. Sarah Thiessen. Mary Edwards. Laramie Jude. Isaac Matthew Smith. Dominique Aisha Valentine. Nayesi Hernandez. Nayexi Hernandez. Kelly Benoit. Ru Yu Yu Wu. Isha Biswas.
Thank you.
I now get to turn it over to my colleague Kyle White for announcing our environmental justice graduates.
In recognition of graduates of the original environmental justice specialization. Ben Kruger. L'Oreal Hawks Williams. Catherine Diggs. Brooke Truxmondo. Savannah Whaley. Tyler LaBerge. Megan Gross. Pendle Marshall Hallmark. Deanna Gilhood. Skylar Leslie. Taylor Kaili McKenzie. Georgina Johnston. Catherine Seguin. Sierra Matthias. Emily Alexander. Sam Fleckenstein. Carolyn Leland. Jared Mandelbaum. Rebecca Balinson. Vicki Chung. Latia Leonard. Satara Fountain. Chloe Brush. Ariana Stokes. Kaustub Samonth. Shrikari Punyamurdala. Riva Butensky. Hira Ahmad. Natalie Britton. Japjot Singh. Valerie Tafoya. Danielle Moore. Ali Lawler. Alexandria Martin. Hannah Readers. Madeline Readers. Cameron Baird Scharf. Ashley Jankowski. Congratulations. I'd like to invite my colleague, Professor Stephen Yaffe.
So I've got the great honor and privilege of announcing the graduates in environmental policy and planning. Anna Sophie Hopp. Yor Wang. Yunsei Choi. Caitlin Heflin. Danielle Vargas Vile. Jordan Truitt. Daniel Patman. Maxwell Tanner. We have a run and Max is here. Max, please. Jared Holter. Yuping Wei. Gayan Lee. Francesca Governale. I'm going to mess this one up. Sophie Dodan. Carolyn Reeser. Christopher Meyer. Zach Nerod. Sarah Wells. Marjorie Snyder. Sophie Bryden. Abby McDowell. Jillian Morissette. Willie Pevick. And last but not least, Ian Stone. Now inviting my colleague Neil Carter to recognize the Geospatial Data Systems graduates.
It is my pleasure to recognize Geospatial Data Science Specialization. I know you. Carly Thompson. Megan McLaughlin. Veronica Lubeck. Gautam Matar. Mengfan Yu. Ke Yu Wan. Tianshu Lin. Ziwen Tan. Sai Barga Freddy Butkru. Shogun Sagupta. John Olusegun Akuade. Shi Yu Ding. Yi Liu. Zirei Peng. Adrian Calistrier. Fang Chen. Jack Bayless. Patrick Killian. Sailing Tang. Antonio Morset. Charles Song. Ina Humphreys. Alyssa Sklar. And finally, Summer Megarelli.
Okay, it's my turn to introduce the graduates of the Sustainability and Development specialization. Thank you. Kyle Anderson. Sonia Berry. Andrea Mayhew. Angie Sila. Macy Robinson. Lauren Furry. Sarah Andrews. Olivia Downey. Simran Dillon. Yuan Chi Lee. Hunjing Hu. Heijing Hu. Sorry, wrong side. Suyun Fun. Liz Wang. Alifair Noreen. And I think I'm calling on Michael Craig. Professor Mike, yeah, okay, good.
Hello, everyone. This line is making me thirsty already, so I'm going to get some water. I have the pleasure of reading off the names for sustainable systems. Please. Yes, ready. Anne Marie Nicholson. Maya Gallagher. Brooke Alsterland. Claire O'Day. Bailey Green. Natasha Vat Olare. Brianna Fogel. Elizabeth Healy. Lanzhao Cheng. Thu Rain Yi Wen. Gani Gunawan. Alexis Rolling. Maya Kurth. Haley Willman. Walid Bamarez. Spencer Checkaway. Aiko Ueda. Meredith Maimoni. Ashley Martinez. Eli Forrester. Oh, it's stuff in my glasses. It's part of the look, man. Aaron Friedman Hyman. Gerardo Ampudia. Lars Panquin. Shagan Parikh. Stephen Lipshaw. Bavarth Shah. Albert Ponce. Prutha Bide. Taylor Mitchell. And now, Lisa DuRessel.
Thanks, Michael. I'm excited to welcome up to the stage the graduates in the landscape architecture specialization. Bingxing Han. Michael Grady. Vishnu Kusam. Tanyu Lian. Feishu Chi. Zi Chen. Yingshu Guo. Zhangyi Zhang. Yan Rong. Juntao Gao. Jinbo Li. Yilun Zhao. Qifan Wu. Yachi Liang. Zichen Liu. Margaret Labig. Taryn Farber. Pei-Wen Lee. Congrats, Pei-Wen. Nana Temple. And now I'll invite Sarah back up to the podium.
Hello. It is my privilege to announce the 2024 graduating class of the program in the environment, which is a joint degree program between the School for Environment and Sustainability and the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts. We have both Bachelors of Arts and Bachelors of Science, and I'll start with our Bachelors of Arts. Thank you. Marin Young. Mara Pellerito. Annalise Rice. Carolyn Corbett. Natalie Nada. Sydney Brown. Sorry. Lila Potter. Lauren Dining. Alexander Portnoy. Maggie Cooney. Mari Koleth. Chloe Huttig. Hutig. Anna Pullman. Allison Leikick. Oh, we're ready. Sorry, I thought I. Gail Lyons. Josephine McCarthy. Caroline Dean. Ella Simon. Lena McDonough. Zoe White. Please correct me if I say this wrong. Arwa Al-Dulaimi. Arwa Al-Dulaimi. Samantha Barnes. Nina Santi. Hannah Momblanco. Demetria Wetska. Hava Machman Levison. Melina Sloan. Emma Alexa. Jack Finnegan. Patrick Fume. Is that right? I feel like I should know that. Thank you. Logan Lindeberg. Riordan Kraus. Olivia Murphy. Sarah Bibb. Mahalina Dimakali. LaShawn Jackson. Mira Kumar. Rachel Ruweitzer. Sophia Marhouse. Olivia Smith. Isabel Cripps Downey. Alexis Bandy. Andrew Kaplowitz. Claire Sudal. Eva Bugnaski. Meredith Dirkman. Eleanor Arrow. Tia Brown. Thank you. Indira Sankaran. Simran Bose. Thank you. Sadie, if you want to just wait a moment. Sadie Ishlarent. Connor Jordan. Jacob Miller. Kamara Adogu. Aaron Baldwin. Sarah Lindsay. Ariel Sutherland. Jessica Middleton. Kiara Finley. Olivia Nicholson. Connor Spencer. Andrew Boffman. Audrey Van Huys. Olivia Croden. Tristan Ringsmuth. Drogi. Pauline Drogi. Anna Caress. Rebecca Barsky. Victoria Sullivan. Anna Smagel. Emma Rooney. Catherine Studenka. Alexandra Crilly. Lauren Malesko. Hadley Vandevasi. Hannah Devroe. Zoe Knaus. Miriam Bartleson. Sydney Libbing. Lucy Baker. Zach Rose. Zach Gabinetz. Shaman Garcia. Leela Burley Sanford. Thank you. Heather Pnell. PitE graduates, will you please stand to move your tassel from your mortarboard from the right to the left And I now present to you the PitE class of 2024. Congratulations, graduates.
Hey, this is all that's left. We're almost done. All right. Shall we go? We're just going to end it. Okay, we're going to end now. So, class of 2024, congratulations. Woo. So we're going to move. What we'd like to do is have all of the graduates follow us out and have their picture taken. And then if everyone else can stay here until the staff moves us forward, that would be great. So again, I'd just like to say congratulations, graduates, and celebrate.
I'll take that.
Okay.
And then the spindle we'll take. That stays.